Halo Outreach Podcast to keep you up to date with everything going on in Halo. How's it going, everybody? Oh shit, press the button again. There we go. How's it going, everybody? It's Kevin here once again with Patman. We're doing episode 13 of the Halo Outreach Podcast Day, the news podcast that keeps you updated with everything going on in Halo. We got our co-host Pat. Want to say hello, Pat? Oh my god, I turned off the audio, but I didn't. Pat, god damn it, with the sub. I could have just
had to fuck with him. Had to fuck with him real quick. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Halo Outreach Podcast, episode 13.
Oh gosh. So yeah, today for the schedule for the podcast today, we're talking about Sketch's post on Halo Waypoint, talking about how you can prepare yourself for Flight 3 on PC and how there's still time to sign up for all that good stuff, and except they noticed throughout Flight 3 on Xbox, and we'll get into that information there for you guys. Also, if you guys don't know, there is Project XCloud going on. There's a little bit of a flighting kind of program for that right now. And there is a way where you can get preferred access into that for playing Halo 5, so stay tuned for that. We recently had the 5-year anniversary of HCS, and we got some information coming for you guys for DreamHack Atlanta, which is coming around pretty soon here. And then finish off the show, guys, we're going to be talking about the playlist update that came to MCC and the playlist updates coming to Halo 5. So before we get into the stream and video any further, let's get into what's we've been playing throughout the whole week. So, Pat, let's just start off what you've been gaming or doing and things like that.
Not too much. I fell behind a little bit this week for family reasons, but Halo 5 a little bit, and a little bit of Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice. Played a little bit of that off stream, but yeah, plan on doing some more Halo 5 today, trying to get to level 149.
There you go. How close are you to getting 149?
About 3/4 of the way through, so like 1,000,000 XP left.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, that's the grind's gonna hit you pretty hard, dude. Once you get to, well, of course, it really is kind of hitting you pretty hard at 148, but then like 149, it's like, bruh.
Right.
It's taken me 4 years to get to 149 on my account. Oh yeah. But so on my end, like I said, we played a lot. I played a bunch of Reach earlier in the week. Tried to sneak in as much as I could on the last day, which I think was Wednesday on the 9th, if I remember correctly. Yeah, it was on Wednesday, where the server shut down at 1 p.m. Big sad. I'm in post-Reach syndrome right now, where I just want to play Reach on MCC. It just played so well. And then, I made some more videos about that. I think other games and then on Thursday we did a stream on some MCC, mainly played some BTB, ended up being Halo 3 because, well, that's what MCC has basically become, is Halo 3 the game.
Poor game.
And so other than that, I don't think I really played much else. Yeah, because other than that, I'm getting pretty close to finishing Red Dead Redemption 2. In like chapter 2 of the epilogue, which I think is supposed to kind of round off the entire story.
Right.
Still haven't played Shadowkeep, even though I bought it on October 1st when it came out, just because of all that Reach goodness that came around. But other than that, that's kind of going on in the world of Kev. You can see my background's different. I got my fiance's sisters in town, so this is why we can just had enough time. She's out doing bridal stuff with the family, all the girls, and so one time I actually get a chance to get on and do the podcast, so we're taking advantage of it. So yeah. I guess formalities out of the way. I guess we can just get right into the information. You can see on screen Sketch Flight 3 info, talking about what's been going on with that. So first of all, they kind of go in about how the stress test nameplate that everyone tried out for, which I think it was on from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Saturday, yeah.
On Saturday for October 5th during the flight. If you played, I think, yeah, it says if you played 12 matches, you should be earning your insider nameplate in pretty soon. I wasn't able to play that. I think I was busy doing Saturday things. I think I was probably just cleaning up my apartment because we were trying to get ready for this whole thing of my soon-to-be sister-in-law coming into town. They mentioned a little bit of feedback from Flight 3, talking about how Was it? That's some EU players, mostly EU players, some NA players, but some EU players. A big concern was also hit detection,
Yeah.
where it seemed like I wasn't really having issues with my shots registering, but it seemed more of an issue of like maybe lag compensation or something like that, where I feel like I was getting shot around corners and through corners. I don't
Yeah,
know how you
shot through
if you,
walls a couple times. We both stated that. Yeah, it was
yeah.
there were some problems with the I guess the
Yeah,
network code. I don't know.
yeah, because I definitely noticed that there were a few times where like I'd get sniped, but I'd see like the jet stream of the sniper rifle going through some geometry. I'm like, what the hell, man?
Yeah, come
I
on.
don't know if that's just like, yeah, like lag compensation and it's just not showing properly on my end or something like that. So, but yeah, that's like, and also like some of the other issues I mentioned in the previous video about like the XP audio glitch. That weird first person driving glitch that I think Rapscallion showed us.
Yep.
Yeah, that was kind of weird. But other than that, I didn't really notice any other, and some like weird, some funky spawning happening, especially on smaller maps like Countdown and a little bit on Zealot as well, but especially on Countdown, I noticed some of the spawns being kind of weird. I don't know if you guys saw the video where like basically I was like I end up matching against Hidden Xperia and he snipes me on Countdown and we're like, okay, well yeah, he got the best of me there, and then I spawn on the balcony and he's like jumping literally right to me, and all I gotta do is just press like right bumper and then melee him in the back. Like it was just absurd spawn. But I don't know if you came across any kind of weird spawning like that as well in the fight.
No, I mean spawning is I don't know. It's an old game. The
Mm-hmm.
spawns are always effed. I did come across this one asshole though that I like saved his life. Um, there's a guy hiding in the corner,
Oh
and
shit.
I saved this guy's life that was walking by the guy in the corner, and I assassinated this guy, and the guy who I saved had the audacity to yoink me and steal my assassination.
Who would do such a terrible thing?
Just a terrible human being. Just a terrible human being.
That clip actually did pretty well over on Instagram.
Nice.
I think it's having like just below 300 views, so for me that's pretty good.
Oh yeah.
It was a pretty good reaction. I was like, I had to share that on there. I think you were just begging me to not do it. I was like, nah, I
I'm like,
have
please
to
don't
do
yoink.
it.
Please don't do it. I was like, please. Like I knew it was in the back of his mind as soon as he walked by. I'm like, please just don't. And he
I had
did.
to do it. I had to do it for the content, man.
Exactly. Kevin hoard himself out there for the views.
So yeah, but also if you guys, there is gonna be a Flight 3 on PC coming around soon. No day has been announced, but I would assume probably within the next 2 weeks you'll probably see it coming around, because I've played rather well on Xbox, but obviously two completely different systems. But I mean, if I got the exact same experience I had at Xbox on PC, I'd be totally okay with that.
Right.
So there's still time to sign up for that. If you go to haloinsider.com, it will take you to the Waypoint link where you can sign up for all that. Make sure you link your Steam account with your Xbox account, so then you actually will get a chance to play with that. It also does run you through the process of uploading a DXDIAG or a DXDIAG.
Diagnostic.
Yeah, basically. So you attach a file to your application, so then they can know your PC specs. I did it. It's pretty easy. It takes you through the whole step process. Like I don't remember it being difficult at all.
Yeah, no, it's straightforward.
And also just make sure that you're signed into the proper account on Waypoint. I did see quite a few people on Twitter going like, I didn't get it, and it turns out, or it was like, I think there's roughly about 2,000 people that did get invites, but then didn't verify that they downloaded it or something like that. Because I guess some people just signed into the wrong account. I saw like, yeah, Ishii, the streamer Ishii, signed in with his wrong account. McKay Matify also signed in with his wrong account as well. He's actually apparently signed in with his girlfriend's account, with his gamer tag was Gummy Bear Vomit, which I thought was just an awesome name.
Yeah.
So cool. Make sure you sign in with the proper accounts there, guys. And then I think that's about it on that good stuff when it comes to Flight 3 info. Right? Or unless there's anything you want to mention about that, Pat?
No, just looking forward to hopefully getting into PC if I don't, then the system is rigged. At this point, I thought for
Rigged.
sure we would have gotten.
Rigged is terrible.
It just awful.
Terrible people.
Fake news. But yeah, I thought for sure we would have got in the last one, like we've stated before. But looking forward to just playing some Reach again on PC. Yeah, it's
because that's gonna be my main platform playing Reach on.
Exactly.
I'm just hoping
Yeah,
my
all of
PC can
MCC.
stream it. I'm really hoping my PC can stream it. I think it will. I should be
I
able
think
to.
you'll be fine. Yeah.
Because I was able to stream BF3, which
Yeah,
was
that's
a much more demanding game.
game. Yeah.
And it came out in 2013, I think it was. Yeah, I think it was 2013 when it came out, or 12. We went over this before. But
We did.
yeah.
2012.
12. Because Battlefield 4 came out in 2014.
Because Bad Company came out in 2010, right before Reach.
Yeah. And so I was able to stream that game a little bit. So, and this is like console exclusive game and all that good stuff. So, shouldn't be too crazy on your PC specs. Plus now I upgrade to a 1080 Ti on my graphics card. But of course, streaming is pretty CPU intensive as well. So it's also just kind of keeping my. Actually, does remind me to mention that SLI and Crossfire will not be supported with Reach on PC.
Correct.
So only one graphics card you could be utilized, which at this point, for most people who have a gaming PC, you should have a graphics card that will be able to run it just fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And but yeah, I guess the next thing we could talk about is Project XCloud and possible preference for Halo 5 players.
Yes.
Do you want to get on this topic here, Pat?
Sure. So Sketch posted on Reddit about the XCloud preview, which we went over last week as well on the Halo Outreach podcast. So for those who don't know what the hell XCloud is, it's basically a cloud streaming service, much like Google Stadia, that allows you to play your games on the go. So from your Android phone, iPhone is not supported at this time. On your Android phone or Android device, tablets, things like that, you could stream your games right to your tablet, use your Bluetooth Xbox One controller, and play your games on the go. Halo 5 will be one of the supported games in this flight or beta of the XCloud program. And according to Sketch, those who are active Halo 5 players will receive priority, basically. They have a list of active Halo 5 players that play Halo 5 a lot that they've cross-referenced with Microsoft, whoever signed up for the XCloud preview. So if you play a lot of Halo 5, your chances of getting in are very good. So here's hoping. I heard nothing but great things. When I went to E3, they had XCloud stuff set up there. I didn't get a chance to play it, but I heard nothing but great things from all my contacts that I talked to at E3. That said it played pretty damn well. So I'm excited to try some high latency Halo 5 multiplayer. No, the latency shouldn't really be too bad. I've heard good things about latency as far as cloud streaming. So just another piece of tech that I'm excited about to try out. It's definitely an option in the future of gaming. So streaming's going to be here to stay. So can't wait.
Yeah, it's definitely the future of gaming is going to be streaming it from a cloud service. Not having a physical copy, not even having to bother to download it. Just jump onto your service, play whatever game you want to play, pretty much. Yeah, we're just kind of like in the early stages of that technology, but it's coming along. You know, my biggest issue would just be the latency, especially when you're trying to play like a shooter game, a snappy shooter game like Halo 5. You need that like instant input to have it really feel and play well. I couldn't imagine multiplayer being competitive on an XCloud, but I would think if you're just playing by yourself, yeah, you'd probably be just fine, you know. But so the biggest issue would just be latency, and there's always going to be latency. I don't know how they would, like, even in like 20 years in the future, I don't know how there wouldn't be any form of latency still when it comes to this kind of cloud computing service kind of thing that they're talking about.
Right.
Though it would be interesting to see how XCloud works when you're in like the same house, basically. Like, say you're on the couch with your significant other, right? And you're all just kind of snuggled up. You're like, I don't want to get up and leave. And you just like pop up your Xbox controller, click your phone right on there, you know? maybe if you're in the same like network, maybe it's instantly fast enough to where it could be just fine.
Yeah. Yeah, you could. I mean, you
Maybe.
could do it on PC. You just stream your console to your PC. So I would imagine it would be pretty damn good if you're on the same network, especially once they enable you to use your Xbox as a server itself. So it'll be right there.
And so, yeah, it should be interesting to see how that whole thing plays out. But yeah, the biggest issue would be that latency. If they can reduce that in any way, that would be the thing to do. Anything else we want to talk about XCloud there, Pat? We're kind of ready to move on to the next topic there.
No, I think we covered enough of that.
Okay. Next thing, 5 years of HCS recently just happened for us guys. Pretty much ever since the release of MCC, we've had the HCS. And we'll start with so I would say it's definitely gone through some changes over the last 5 years. Some good, some bad, I would say. What was your kind of overall experience, you'd say, from HCS, or have you really kind of followed it that much, really?
You know me, I haven't followed the competitive scene in Halo for a while. So it hasn't really impacted me much. I do plan on trying to keep up with it more, especially as we do the podcast and with Halo Infinite. But no, it hasn't really impacted me at all with this with these last 5 years. You're more of the HCS, pro gamer sweat guy. So I'll let you.
I'm the worst sweaty player in Halo 5. I am Halo 5 sweatiest platinum. I don't know if you guys know about that. That's not a title. I earned that title, basically.
Yeah.
The title just came to me. It's not, I'm not proclaiming this. This is just facts. But yeah, from my experience when I'm watching HCS, because I watched the MCC competitive. I've been following competitive Halo pretty much since MCC again. I watched a lot during Halo 3. I kind of tapered off a little bit during Reach because it was a little bit harder to follow. Completely dropped off during Halo 4 because, well, it's Halo 4. And then with MCC coming back, I kind of got back into watching it. But then, back then there was just a lot of issues with the game with MCC that really kind of hindered the viewing experience when it came to that. So there was a lot of things of the game itself getting in the way of HCS becoming really great. But I'd say ever since they made that partnership with MLG during that last season of 2018 for Halo 5, I think especially in the last 2 years, HCS has improved greatly to where it's becoming much more of a community experience with the whole grassroots program as well, being able to outsource these different tournaments to these different companies that are trying to promote their brand as well for competitive gaming, especially with UGC. We had the Ignite event over in Europe, which I think is huge that they team up with those people, because that's a huge company to get involved with when it comes to HCS over in Europe, trying to build that market up a little bit. Because right now, European Halo esports, it's rough.
Yeah, it is.
You basically, because it's the competition, because there's just not enough people trying to play out the game. So that's why usually whenever you see, especially also when it comes, Halo is such a North American focused entertainment, I would say. Or I think even during the HCS season of 2018 during the finals, I think maybe one, maybe two teams from Europe got invited. Everyone else had to fly out, so that does also hinder the the experience of that. But I think also just having these smaller tournaments with these outsourced, these different kind of companies really helps kind of help promote that. As long as if you build it, they will come kind of thing, and they're kind of starting to build it. And I think it's give the power to the people. Just have right now, especially right now during this down-ish time for in between games, because really we're just kind of in between Halo 5 and Infinite. It's really kind of what we're doing right now. And so yeah, right now is a great time to kind of get involved, get the community involved, and have them kind of carry the torch until Infinite. And then probably once that comes around, you'll probably have some $1 million tournaments, by Microsoft or something like that, much like we did with Halo 5. But yeah, that's actually one thing, as I mentioned to Tashi when I went to 343, is I just wanted to tell him hey, I really appreciate the work you guys have been putting in the last 2 years. It's been I think especially with grassroots, like HS has been improving, just like over and over and over again. It's like it's been getting better. So it has me excited for the future of competitive Halo. I think it's only going to get more populated and better from here.
Yeah, definitely.
That's my long-winded answer of, yeah, it's great.
Well, speaking of HCS, we got a DreamHack coming up.
That we do. I'll bring it up here on the screen here so you guys can see what we're talking about. We have HCS DreamHack happening right here over in Atlanta, much like we did last year. A $50,000 prize pool on Halo 3 over in Atlanta from November 15th to the 17th. I do believe preliminary matches started this weekend, if I'm correct.
I think so, yeah.
And so, qualifying matches and stuff like that. So you can check that out. I mean, last year, especially last year, DreamHack is when they announced the grassroots program, which is a game changer when it comes to HCS. I think they mentioned something kind of big also going to get mentioned in this one as well. I'm not totally sure about that. I think I saw something about that saying there's going to be a little bit of an announcement of this one as well. And so, and there's also going to be a Halo 5 2v2 tournament there as well. I think for
$5,000.
5,000.
Yep.
Yep. So, get a chance to look forward to that. Yeah, I haven't really had a chance to play too much HCS doubles.
Me and Jimbo grinded some out last night.
Yeah, I played a bit before, and it was fun. You know,
yeah.
I placed like plat 2 or 3, but but it was like the first or second day it came out, so everyone was like a diamond. Like I don't think there was even like any Onyx players in the playlist yet. So
yeah, I've come across really good players that were just diamond. I'm a diamond like 2 in it, and I've faced some really good people that are way better than me, and they're still placing diamond. So yeah, the competition must be stiff.
It's very much so. And so yeah, I'll be looking forward to that. I don't know. I haven't really heard of anybody jumping in on that 2v2. I don't, because I know that like Reclaimer and Proximity were in the last Halo 5 2v2 over in Atlantic City, and they finished 4th place. And I don't think they're gonna be jumping in on this one. So I think you'll probably just see a lot of familiar pros jumping in on this one here. Probably, hopefully, see Shotzi come back because he's always fun to watch. Because he just like finds some crazy way to traverse the map. You're just like, how the hell did you do that? Because he just like jumps into like custom games and just like spends the whole time just jumping around trying to find new ways to get through. It's just the stuff he's able to pull off is just crazy. So he's definitely one of the players that's really fun to watch. Yeah, pretty much. That's Halo 5 for you right there. But yeah, I'm looking forward to DreamHack Atlanta. Should be a fun thing to watch. I'm always down for some competitive Halo. Always a good thing. All right. Anything else I want to mention about that? We're ready to move on to the playlist update for MCC.
Let's go on to MCC.
So, by the way, guys, I do want to mention that since you see on the screen now that there is going to be a Q&A after the stream. So, if you guys want to ask us a question, make sure you type it in the chat. We'll make sure they answer them. And so, yeah, we're hopping over to a little MCC playlist update news, guys. We recently had some new maps come to MCC. We'll just kind of read it right here. It looks like Halo 2 Anniversaries, Roma Pits, 2 Forge favorite maps kind of moved over to some other maps here. We had added Checkmate, which is by Sergeant Slaphead.
Great name.
That's a great name, yeah. They added to Slayer and Action Sack, and then also add the map Stigma by Squally the Beans, who is a very prominent forger in the Halo community. He's made some, it's a he, right? Squally the Beans?
I think it's a he, yeah. No, I think that's a he.
I think I'm confusing Wavering Zoo. Yeah, she's an awesome stream or forger. So Squally the Beans, I think he also made he made some of those competitive maps in Halo 5. I think he made Echelon, if I remember correctly. Obviously with some help from 343 themselves, but like I think he was the mastermind behind that map. And I think I can't remember. I think he's involved with some other Forge stuff, but yeah, they're definitely involved with the BTB refresh. He was involved with that. I can't remember exactly which maps he did, but definitely involved with that. They added that map to Slayer, Snipers, and Action Sack as well. Also, guys, just keep in mind that you still have a chance to earn your flooded nameplate if you haven't earned that from last year. If you play, was it 10 matches, right?
Yep, 10 matches.
Play 10 matches of Infection during the month of October. You will get this sweet nameplate. It does look pretty sweet.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I would rock it probably for this month, just because it's October and spooky months and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But of course I rock my Fire Unicorn because flex when you can.
Flex, yeah.
And then so I guess that's going on with the MCC playlist updates. I guess we move over to Halo 5 then, Pay?
Yeah, Halo 5 players.
Oh shit! What the heck? There we go. For some reason it went blank, but we're good now. Halo 5 playlist update. Do you want to take this one, Pat?
Yes, I will. So, playlist update for Halo 5. We, of course, like to update you guys at the end of every Outreach podcast episode about what is coming up for Halo 5 for all those trying to grind a 152. Big shout out to Gold Ninja Jimbo. He should be reaching 152 today. He plans on doing a stream to get there today. So that's a pretty big deal for him and for all of us. We're all cheering him on. So happy for him. Yeah, go Jimbo, go.
Jim. So make sure you go follow
his.
Make sure you go follow him on Twitch there, guys. He's in the chat right now.
In the chat.
Click on his name, go to his channel, give him a follow. He's a good guy.
Yeah, he's.
I even watch sometimes, which is
sometimes. Yeah. So, quick Halo 5 update that they said. Basically, there are way too many playlists in Halo 5 right now, and load times or between matches are extremely slow, waiting to find people. I've experienced this trying to play Covey Slayer this week. I cannot find a match. I found one match, and it took like 10 minutes of searching. So there's 18 playlists right now in Halo 5. They plan on condensing that down next year in 2020. So they just want to give everybody a heads up. So we're going to give you guys a heads up to let you know that expect some playlist changes, some condensing to be going down in the next few months with Halo 5. As far as what is featured right now, Covenant Slayer is active. Infection, of course, is active the whole month of October for double XP. Doubles is still double XP. I want to say Halo 3 is still double XP because I played it the other day and it seemed like it was giving double XP.
And for the ranked modes, it should be.
Yeah. And then Warzone Assault went live as well for this weekend.
Love it.
Yeah. And next week, we got Halo 2 BR Slayer. Whoop, whoop, coming in for Griffball. Yeah, Griffball is also active right now because that was the community voted in playlist. Another thing coming up on the 24th, Global Double XP. So all playlists will be double XP all week on the week of the 24th because it is Halo 5's 4-year birthday. And if you log in on the 27th, which is actually Halo 5's birthday, you will earn yourself a free platinum pack, which that comes with like 5 boosts, gold XP boosts, right?
I think so, and then a bunch of other like high-end recs you can use in Warzone if you like.
Right. So if you're
one of those Warzone kids,
yeah, one of those people. If you guys are logging in and you don't want those gold XP boosts, forward them to the Patman Gaming on Xbox Live, and I will happily take them off of your hands. Thank you very much.
Definitely not to Jimbo. Definitely not to him.
Yeah, well, he don't need them no more. He don't need them no more after today.
He's got it on his own, right?
Yeah, maybe he'll actually give me his. Who knows? He'll probably give it to Raps.
Actually, interesting thing talking about the playlist consolidation, which I think is definitely needed for Halo 5.
Exactly.
I mean, it's gonna suck seeing some of your favorite modes go, but like, yeah, it is a 4-year-old game that wasn't crazy popular to begin with, really. Actually, I was on Twitter talking about going a little bit back and forth with Josh Menke because I think Yeah, I think it all kind of started with like some guy being like, "Fix your fucking game. I can't find games in BTB." You know, pretty
Right.
much.
Yeah.
Sounds about. I think it's about accurate, dramatic representation right there, or reenactment, I should say. And of course, Menke, being the roast master that he is, of course, replies back and just kind of gives him the facts, like, "Dude, this is why this is happening." And he was saying that like BTB right now is like literally dead. And like you can't find match, like you said, like even sometimes there's not enough people to even start a match in Halo 5's BTB right now. Like that's how few people are playing it.
Jeez.
And so like when I saw that, I'm like, well, there's probably some outside interference going on with that reason why that's happening. And I think the general consensus from the community seems to be once that game mode became ranked, it just became super sweaty and matching against teams the whole time, and just was not enjoyable to play. At least that's what my experience was. That like basically, I think I even placed like Plat 3 or something like that in that mode, just because obviously just getting slapped against parties and stuff like that, and it made me not want to play the game mode anymore. I loved it back when that first month when the refresh happened, when it was social. Like I was playing it all the time. I was having a blast.
Yeah, we played it. We played it quite a bit when the refresh happened.
Yeah, it was great. I love the refreshed maps, and I just having such a really fun time. And then once it became ranked, the players I was matching against was just not fun. I think it may just kind of change the mentality of people when playing BTB, rather than kind of like, because I always found BTB to be more of a social mode. I don't think it should ever really be ranked in the first place.
Right.
But they were kind of hoping to add ranks to add player retention to that playlist, because they obviously that ranks create player retention. That's the reason why ranks are even in video games in the first place. But like, yeah, so now like basically that place has become completely dead, and I'm just like, well, I messaged him saying like, well, it could be because I mentioned my experiences saying like once the game became ranked, it just wasn't fun anymore and I stopped playing. And he kind of replies back, well, like the main people that there was going to be that drop off obviously after the month of it being new, unless people are coming back to it because it's not new anymore. But I'm like, he's like all that are left are like the sweaty boys who want to just say, are diehard BTB fans.
Right.
I'm like, yeah, but I'm a casual BTB fan, and I want to play like kind of casually in that mode, because that's kind of the nature of the mode itself. And so I was just trying to like say like, hey, there's could be a reason why no one's playing this mode. Like maybe if you just made it social again, people would hop on and play it again. And he was kind of giving me like stats and facts to the whole thing, and I was like, I'll have to take your word on it, man, because you're the one with the numbers. But I'm just letting you know this is my experience, and I think the general experience of the community is that once that game mode became ranked, it kind of killed it.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, me and Jimbo have a bone to pick with Menke about HCS doubles.
So, well, what's up with that? What happened there?
Well, just some of the matches we get, man. I don't get it. Like I said, Diamond 2, and he's like, Jimbo. He's in competition with you with his sweatiest plat, so it's
I think he's more gold though.
He's more golden. It's just some of the matches have been really lopsided as far as who we're facing, and then both ways, like we'll just wipe the floor with some kids, and other times it's just like we lose 25-4. It's like I'm like, what is going on? What? Come on, Menke.
I was kind of coming across that a bit too when playing 2v2. And so
it may be just a player pool. I don't know. Maybe not a lot of people are playing, so it's just. And we are on expanded, so we could be doing that to ourselves. And who knows? At this point, it's a 4-year-old game, but yeah, I just want to throw a shot at Menke there. Sorry.
And it does, and I've also seen this too. I think from Menke, I think you mentioned this. I've also kind of like just general experience too from playing that. Once a game mode becomes like the competitive settings, it kind of cuts the player base in half.
Yeah.
Like, it kind of just like instantly turns people away from playing it, because it's they see HCS and they go, oh god, it's gonna be sweaty tryhards and they're gonna stomp on me and I just want to jump on and play, kind of thing.
Right.
That's why you still see like Team Slayer more popular than like Team Arena, where I think Team Arena is the best way to play Halo 5, but that's my opinion,
Debatable.
But of course, then Super Fiesta is still the most played mode in Halo 5, so whatever. I don't know.
Yeah. Better Husky raid.
Yeah, right. Or that was Council Wars back. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Castle Wars.
But yeah. So I think that's kind of what we're talking about the Halo 5 play. What would be like a playlist in Halo 5 that you would be like okay with seeing go? Like a mode that you like it's been there for like the whole time, but then you'd be okay with seeing it go away.
That's a really good question. That's been there the whole time. That's hard to choose.
Or like a mode that you've seen like throughout Halo 5 and you're like, this one I understand seeing it go.
BTB. Sorry about the refresh.
All the BTB players are just going over the Super Fiesta BTB.
Yeah.
That playlist is thriving, actually.
Let's actually, I'm going to answer your question right now. Let's look at Halo 5. Well, Infection was never big fan of. I'm only playing it because of the because of what's it called, double XP. Honestly, I guess I would say Elimination. I haven't touched that in so long.
Yeah, I can see that one going away.
Yeah.
It's like very low populated anyways.
Yeah, extremely low. You could, just get rid of Warzone if you'd like.
You just get rid of Warzone.
Just wipe it off the face of this earth.
The only source of continuous revenue for the game. Just like, go just take it out.
Yeah, exactly. Quick play should stay. Obviously, Team Slayer, Team Arena should stay. SWAT should stay. Those are like your core modes, I would say. And then, yeah, I expect them to trim some of the fat here and really get rid of...
I think social's getting a little bloated for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, so wait, what are all the playlists for ranked right now? Because I think they also need to consolidate that a bit. I always felt like they've needed to. Because you need free for all, you need Team Arena, you need Slayer.
You got H3 Classic Throwback right now. You got Big Team Battle. You got 2v2 Competitive. You got SWAT, Elimination, Free for All, Slayer, and Arena.
Yeah, I think BTB might have to go.
Yeah, I would say BTB. Bye bye.
And yeah, you might have to say go forever. I mean, they tried. That's what the whole refresh thing was about.
Yep.
Though personally, I think it was outside interference, making sure that playlist died. But
yep, that and Elimination, I would say trim out of there.
And plus, like also in Halo 5 with Warzone being in the game too, it's conflicting with the big player mode.
Yeah,
it divides that player base up quite a bit. Plus, people in Halo 5 love their Warzone.
Yeah, that's like BTB and Invasion. Like they're both big scaled, multiplayer things, but they're different. But still, you're getting that big scaled experience in one. You don't really need both.
And then you can probably see Elimination go away. Even though I love the Extermination mode, and that actually Breakout or 1.0, I should say, is fun.
Yeah, I love Breakout.
Breakout, once you actually get into it, it's actually a lot of fun.
Yeah, and Griffball, it hasn't been in there since the beginning. That's kind of just a rotational thing. That's why I include that. But one. Yeah, I don't need Griffball in my life either.
What about because I think we have I think they have two current rotational modes right now for social, right?
They got Griffball, Infection, and Covenant Slayer.
Yeah, because I think there's always two rotational at a time. You probably would trim that down to just have one rotational.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah. Especially is anyone excited when they hear Covenant Slayer?
I was. Because I didn't want to play Infection or fucking Griffball anymore. I honestly, I was ready to play just some Slayer. And I was looking forward to just playing that. And I can't find a match. So I'm stuck playing Infection.
I would hope that at this point you just have double XP, the global double XP every weekend.
That would be awesome. But then too many people get to 152 and then it's not as special. So,
Even if there was that for the last year, there'd still be a lot of people who wouldn't get 152. I probably still wouldn't get 152,
Yeah. Yeah, I miss Rock and Roll.
Yeah, I don't see Rock and Roll at all this month, sadly. But I do see Roman King, which is going to be nice. I do love that mode. Yeah,
I did enjoy Roman King. Roman King... ODST Slayer, H2 BRs, Rock and Rail are like my four I would pick for my featured playlist, so that I like.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I think we're getting a little long-winded on the playlist update for Halo 5.
Yeah, onto the Q&A.
I understand the consolidation and hopefully at least better matches for everybody and to kind of force people down certain channels of what they want to play. You might actually I'd see doubles you'd probably see that go away too.
Yeah, Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Which sucks.
But
Gotta do what you gotta do.
it happens. It ever happens every multiplayer game. All right, so we're gonna go into like the Q&A section, guys. If you guys have any questions you want to ask us about anything Halo related or just gaming related in general or anything like that, feel free to type in the comments in the chat below. We'll read them out for you guys. But while we're waiting for those to come in, Pat, how do people find you on the internet?
People find me at the Patman Gaming, which would be my Twitter handle, my Twitch name, my Mixer name, which I don't stream on Mixer, so don't even bother. My Instagram is the Patman Gaming, and on YouTube you can find me just typing in Patman Gaming in your search bar. Look for my little emblem. Use
your free ninja sub on Pat.
There you go.
I don't think that works, man. I don't think it works like that.
I wish.
But yeah. And then, of course, you can find me you can see my Twitter handle in the video right here, at KevinKoolx Halo. That's me on Twitter. I've actually been getting really into taking screenshots and then like editing them in Photoshop and posting them up. So you can want to see more stuff like that. Follow me on Twitter and also on Instagram. I've been kind of getting on the Instagram grind recently.
You've been a little active on there, yeah.
Yeah, I've been trying to get like daily content. Try to do like one thing, at least like a picture or a video or a highlight or something like that, just to kind of keep stuff going on there. Just some stuff you might miss on Twitter, just because everyone just has thoughts that you just tweet out. Where Instagram is a little more consolidated with more entertainment and media stuff like on there. So if you want to check that out, Instagram.com/KevinKoolx. You just type that in the chat, and then anywhere on Instagram, I'm sure you'll be able to find me. Same thing when it comes to Facebook. I have a Facebook page on there as well. And on YouTube, just KevinKoolx, youtube.com/user/KevinKoolx. You'll be able to find me that way. X enhanced. Which for some reason that reminds me that I need to get on that merch grind that you got there, Pat. You want to shout out that merch you got there?
Oh yeah, shout out to merch on my channel. You could get everything from t-shirts to blankets to freaking towels to wipe yourself with, anything you would want with the
That sounds so bad. Wipe yourself with a towel, like, dude.
If you need a dedicated sweat towel, for when you're playing Halo, go get yourself a Patman Gaming towel. But yeah, the merch has actually been going really good. Yeah, it's been pretty successful.
Mr. Destroyer on Twitter tweeted out he got like a mug and a t-shirt, right?
Yeah, he did. And nice. Zero was actually rocking her t-shirt on stream today.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so that was cool. So yeah, it supports the stream, so appreciate anybody who does it. And yeah, we got to get Kevin some merch.
Yeah, I need to get some graphics on that. Which, by the way, Noxtane has been like super generous, like helping, just like making graphics for me, and I was like, cool, yeah, appreciate it.
Yeah.
And so I might actually try to see if I can see if I can get in touch with him about like having some, because I want to have continuity between like the stream logos and stuff like that, and also for like merchandise stuff. But I also would like to make some kind of shirt that's not like KevinKoolx, but like something Halo related in some way or another, like, or something in that way, kind of like, or like how like in Hidden Xperia has like that iconic shirt. What are you trying to do there, Pat?
Hop shirts.
Oh, true. Yeah, we could do that too. Yeah.
Yep.
We definitely need to get on that for sure. But yeah.
You got any questions? It's been kind of dead in the chat. When did she buy it? About a couple weeks ago, there, Jimbo. She bought it like right around Destroyer, like a day after. Easy money. Just be printing the money.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, I guess Jimbo here is being antisocial, not saying anything to chat. No questions for us, Jim? You have nothing to say?
Yeah. Any questions? Get them out now, everybody. Killing in Pink, welcome to the stream.
Oh, Ashley, what's up?
Yeah. She's like, Kevin.
I'd seen her. I saw that she was back to streaming recently, which is really good to hear, or good to see, I should say.
Yeah. Good to hear.
Mm-hmm. I haven't really talked to her much. So I ran into her at South by Southwest. We hung out a bit with like the whole like YouTube crew and stuff like that.
Nice.
But I hope she's doing well. Everything in between. But yeah, I guess we're just kind of calling it good on the
podcast.
Yeah. So
Thank you everybody for watching.
thank you everyone for watching. Greatly appreciate it. Make sure to check us out on YouTube, Podbean, and Spotify. Eventually iTunes, right?
Yeah, eventually. When the XCloud comes to iPhone, we should have hop on iPhone.
Yeah, I think so. Oh, yikes. Hey, Podbean is a fabulous app you should download. Literally any podcast you can find on iTunes, you can find on Podbean as well. You get the Ron Burgundy podcast is on there. I think Joe Rogan's on there as well, by any chance. Yeah. And Trevor Noah has his podcast on there as well. There's a lot of things to check out on Podbean. Just saying, if you want to be able to listen to the podcast without wasting your phone battery with the screen being open on YouTube. But yeah, I guess we're going to call it a stream, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Pat, as always, thank you very much for co-hosting the Ye Bold podcast with your boy here.
Anytime, brother. Anytime.
Yeah. And so thanks for watching, everybody. Greatly appreciate it. And we'll catch you all in the next episode.
Make sure y'all smash that like button on Kevin's channel.